Before civilization, before kingdoms, before written history, humanity faced a world of endless danger. The prehistoric Earth was cold, wild, merciless. Predators hunted through the darkness. Storms destroyed fragile shelters. Starvation threatened entire generations. And alone, no human could survive for long. But somewhere within the brutal wilderness of the Stone Age, something extraordinary began to happen. Humans started gathering together. Families formed stronger bonds. Hunters protected one another. Knowledge passed from elders to children beside the glow of ancient fires. For the first time in history, survival became more than individual strength. It became trust. It became unity. And slowly, small groups of survivors transformed into the first human tribes. Long before cities rose across the earth, humanity learned the power of standing together. For thousands of years, humans struggled to survive alone against the brutal prehistoric world. The wilderness was unforgiving. Predators hunted constantly. Cold winters threatened entire generations. But eventually, humanity discovered something powerful. Survival became easier together. Families began forming stronger bonds. Hunters learned to cooperate. Knowledge spread between generations. And slowly, small groups of humans became something entirely new. Tribes. The first true human communities. Long before kingdoms or civilizations, humanity learned how to unite. Early humans lived in constant danger. Food was uncertain. Shelter was temporary. Nature controlled every aspect of survival. Small groups traveled endlessly across forests, mountains, and frozen lands, searching for safety. But isolation was dangerous. A single injury could mean death. A failed hunt could destroy an entire family. Over time, humans began depending on one another more than ever before. Parents protected children. Hunters defended the weak. Elders shared knowledge and experience. Humanity was slowly becoming social. As survival challenges increased, human communities became more organized. Groups developed stronger communication. Roles emerged naturally within tribes. Some became hunters. Some gathered food and water. Others protected children and maintained shelters. Leadership also began to appear. The strongest leaders were not always the most powerful. Often, they were the most intelligent, the most experienced, the ones capable of keeping the tribe alive. For the first time in human history, people began thinking beyond individual survival. They survived together. Fire transformed tribal life completely. At night, tribes gathered around glowing flames inside caves and shelters. Stories were shared. Knowledge passed between generations. Children learned from elders. The fire became more than warmth. It became the center of human connection. Within these early communities, language evolved further. Trust became essential. Human relationships grew stronger, and slowly, the foundations of human society began forming. As tribes expanded, human culture began to appear. People created rituals, symbols, art. Cave paintings told stories of hunts, animals, and survival. These early forms of expression connected tribes emotionally and spiritually. For the first time, humanity was building identity, not only as individuals, but as communities. The prehistoric world remained dangerous, but together, humans became stronger than ever before. The rise of tribes changed human history forever. Cooperation allowed humans to survive environments that once seemed impossible. Knowledge spread faster. Children learned more efficiently. Groups became larger and more stable. These early tribes would eventually become villages. Villages would become cities, and cities would create civilization itself. Long before empires existed, the first human communities had already changed the future of our species. Today, human civilization connects billions of people across the planet. But deep within modern society, the instincts of the first tribes still remain. The need for family, the desire for belonging, the power of cooperation. Humanity survived the prehistoric world not because individuals were strong, but because communities were stronger. Before civilization, there were tribes, and together they shaped the future of humanity. And perhaps the greatest discovery of early humanity was not fire, not tools, not hunting. It was trust. The understanding that survival depended on standing together against the dangers of the world. Within those first tribes, humanity discovered friendship, leadership, family. And those connections became the foundation of every civilization that would follow. Long before humanity built cities, it first learned how to build community. Final additional ending, 1 minute. And perhaps the most important change in human history was not the discovery of fire, not the invention of tools, not even the hunt itself. It was the moment humanity realized survival was stronger together. Within the first tribes, people learned loyalty, trust, sacrifice. Parents protected future generations. Elders preserved knowledge. Hunters risked their lives for the survival of the community. These small prehistoric tribes were more than groups of survivors. They were the beginning of human society itself. Every village, every kingdom, every civilization that would one day rise across the earth began beside ancient fires, surrounded by small human communities. Long before humanity built cities, it first learned how to stand together against the darkness. And from those first tribes, the future of civilization was born.